I'm going to start from the very beginning. As I mentioned, that the poem is talking about a poison tree, and we need to figure out what is it talking about. At the very beginning, we said that the title has a different interpretation. Okay, one of them can be correct, okay, or all of them can be correct according to your interpretation. We need to know the feeling of the speaker of the poem, because we're going to find different feelings throughout the poem. As I mentioned in the previous session, that it's very simple poem. It's not like the other one, which is a little bit longer. It's very easy. It's very simple. Even the language is very simple. We said that the poem consists of 16 lines. It's divided into 4 stanzas, and each stanza consists of 4 lines. When a stanza consists of 4 lines, it has a name which is quatrain. It has the name of the stanza that consists of 4 lines, which means quatrain. And this is what I'm going to write it on the board. Okay. The rhyme scheme, when we start reading, we're going to find that the rhyme scheme also is very clear and easy to understand, or to find it out. How it would come in the exam, you might have the 2 poems in the exam and asking you for the similarities and the differences between the 2 poems. If we're going to start with a new poem, we're going to find a lot of differences between a child to his 6th grandfather and a poison tree. Okay, we're going to see what is the difference. Okay, so let's watch this video first.
Did grow. And I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. And I sunned it with smiles, and with soft, deceitful wiles. And it grew both day and night, till it bore an apple bright. And my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine. And into my garden stole, when the night had veiled with gold. In the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree.
We're gonna watch another video just to understand the feeling again. Yes, I know.
A Poison Tree by William Blake. I was angry with my friend. I told my wrath. My wrath did end. I was angry with my foe. I told it not. My wrath did grow, and I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. And I sunned it with smiles, and with soft deceitful wiles. and it grew both day and night, till it bore an apple bright. And my foe beheld it shine, and he knew that it was mine, and into my garden stole. When the night had veiled the pole, in the morning glad I see my foe outstretched beneath the tree.
Okay, I think that you get the idea more and more, the last video, just to make you completely understanding what are the feelings that we are talking about. The seed of anger. This is the seed of anger. And now he is watering it. Okay, I think that you now understand what is the feelings that we are talking about. In the first 4 lines, okay, he was talking about what kind of feeling he was talking about. What's meant by wrath? Anger. Excellent. And the coming lines in the rest of the poem, what he wanted to do, what was the feeling expressed in the other lines? He was sad. Do you think that he was sad?
No.
There was another feeling that aroused out of this anger. He was happy in order to do what? He wants to take what? From his enemy. Revenge. Excellent. So we have here 2 feelings. The feeling of anger and how this anger controlled him. And the second feeling in the coming line is the feeling of revenge or avenge. Okay? He wants to take revenge from his enemy, from his foe. Okay? So now let's start analyzing the poem itself.
Good morrow, one and all. Okay, today we have a lesson of language that might be tricky, our life can be really dangerous. Foe lying dead.
Yes, but I'm going to stop him.
Good morrow, lit for an apple bright.
Okay, so these are the lines. These are the lines of the poem. As you can see, it's very, very short. So if we're going to talk for the very beginning, if I'm going to talk about the rhyme scheme of the first stanza, I was angry with my friend, I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe, I told it not, my wrath did grow. Excellent. So the rhyme scheme of stanza 1, if we're going to write it down, stanza 1, the rhyme scheme is A-A-B-B. So this is one of the similarities between the two poems. And the poem here is written in heroic couplet, like the previous one. A child to his sick grandfather, the rhyme scheme was A-A-B-B-C-C. But here I'm not focusing on the lines, I'm focusing on the rhyming of the lines. So both poems written in heroic couplets. Every two lines are rhyming together.
You should focus on the lines itself or on the beginnings that you said?
Again?
Here we focus on what?
Here we are focusing on whether the lines are rhyming together or not. For every two lines, the other one was rhyming together. The two poems are every two lines are rhyming together. The poem is written in heroic couplet. Both poems are written in heroic couplet. So this is the similarity. This is the similarity. Okay. In the first stanza, also we're going to talk about the mood or the feeling of the speaker. The mood or the feeling of the speaker. In the first stanza, he's talking about anger or wrath. Anger or wrath. Wrath means anger. Okay? So this is the feeling of the speaker in the first stanza. When we look at the lines here, I was angry with my friend, I told my wrath did end. I was angry with my foe, I told it not, my wrath did grow. Okay, so what does it mean here? What is the paraphrase here in these lines? Yes?
He was angry with his friend, and then he talked to his friend about his anger, so he stopped being angry.
Yes, he stopped being angry. Excellent.
But when he was angry with his enemy, he didn't speak about it, he didn't rant about it, so it started growing more and more.
Excellent. So his anger or his wrath started growing up again more and more. So this is in a very simple way, the paraphrase of the first four lines or the paraphrase of the first stanza. Do we have any contrast here in these lines? Do you have any contrast? Yes?
Angry, friend and foe.
Excellent. So we have here a contrast. Angry. Okay, it doesn't matter. Friend and foe. Foe means enemy. Foe means enemy. So we have here a contrast between friend and foe. Okay, do we have another contrast here? Yes? Can we consider grow and end as a contrast?
No.
It is not the opposite. Here, contrast means the opposite. Tall, short, big, small, fat, thin. Okay? So we don't have another contrast. When I stated here in the same stanza, two opposing ideas. In the same time, I have two opposing ideas. I'm talking about the situation when he was angry with his friend, how he acted, and when he was angry with his enemy, how he acted. Do you remember?
Yes.
Excellent, excellent juxtaposition. So, stanza 1 has a juxtaposition technique.
Stanza 1 does?
Yes.
Please.
We are analyzing stanza 1. Wrath. W-R-A-T-H. This is the word. Okay? So, in stanza 1 has a juxtaposition technique as the speaker showed two opposing situation at the same time. When he was angry. How he dealt with his friend and with his enemy. So this is the explanation of the juxtaposition. If it comes in the exam, you need to tell me why you said that this is a juxtaposition. Who said juxtaposition? Yes. Okay. Do we have another technique in these lines? Can you please find out whether we have alliteration, repetition, anaphora, anastrophe, metaphor, personification, and so on? Can you find out any of these?
Yeah.
Yes?
My work did grow.
Yes?
It's a personification.
Excellent. So, line 4. Line 4. Personification. Okay. He personifies the anger as a living thing that can grow.
And I told my friend it's a personification too.
Here the word told means that he spoke about it. This is not a personification. I told my rat means that he was talking, where he talked about his anger, and that's why it ended up.
The boy completed replied at the end that hating the reciprocation and tried to correct things with his phone.
Do you think that he wants to correct things with his foe?
Why not? It's
But-
a hosted potential.
Okay, this is what he mentioned here. He said that he didn't speak about it. That's why the anger burst out and he couldn't control it. And now he wanted to take revenge from him. Do you get it?
And with his friend,
Yes, with his friend, he
realized
ended
the
it.
hosted potential.
Yes, he ended it up immediately, so they became in good terms again. He could do this with a friend, but he couldn't do it with an enemy.
Why?
Maybe because he can't control it, because he is an enemy, so he didn't want to have a good relation with him. Maybe because he is gonna take it as a mean in order to gonna lead him to his end, which is to take revenge from him by getting rid of him or killing him or abusing him. Maybe we have a lot of interpretation. Why don't you think that he wants to end this enmity between him and his friend as quickly as possible, as he did with his friend? Okay? Right. Do we have another figurative language? Alliteration? Yes?
In my sorry, it's
Anaphora? Okay, anaphora. Okay, I only? Okay. I was angry with. فالأنافرة here in line 1 and line 3. Okay? Excellent. برافو عليكي. Okay, الأنافرة line 1 and 3 اللي هي I was angry with. It is repeated twice. In line 1 and line 3. And in line 2 and line 4, I told. Okay? So I have anaphora in the whole stanza. Do we have alliteration? Can somebody find alliteration in the poem? Who can tell her what's meant by alliteration, ya jama'a?
Repetition of the sound of the first letter.
Excellent, thank you. So alliteration is the repetition of the first sound letter. Okay? Yes. Again? Was and with. Excellent. Line 3. Line 3. Was and with. Was and with. The what sound. This is alliteration. Can you find another alliteration? Okay. Type.
this can be
Wrath and with. Where is wrath? Yes, it should be in the same line. Is it in the same line?
Can be told and grow, told and grow.
This is what? Is this alliteration? I'm focusing in on the vowel letter, which is in the middle of the word. So this is assonance. Excellent. This is assonance.
Can be so did and
Yes, assonance, told and grow. Is it in the same line? Jana? لا Jana مين؟ Jumana, yes Jumana. Is it in the same line? Okay, told and grow, the O sound. And what did you say, Salma? Malak, sorry معلش. Did
in the second لا بس مش حاطه
did
in the second line يبقى ده مش
consonants. Yes, this is consonants because we are talking about the deaf sound. So we have here consonants. Okay, so as you can see that we have alliteration, anaphora, assonance, consonants, personification, contrast, okay, juxtaposition. Don't you think that we have repetition?
yes
Yes, what word? Excellent, repetition. But why do you think that he's using a lot of I and my in the poem? Yes, so when I'm talking about, I'm using the first person pronoun. This means that I'm talking about my
feelings
excellent, my own feelings, my emotions. Yes. Wrath. Yes, wrath is repeated. And what else? What other word repeated? What? Told is repeated. What else? Angry. Okay, so these words are repeated many times, although they are only 4 lines, but they are repeated many times. Okay, do you get it? Did you write it down? Let's move to the second stanza. Okay, but with دايما preposition ما باخدهش دايما preposition. It's not a must يعني.
لسه مش عارفه نكتب فيه
مش صراحة يعني احنا بنكتب مش عارفة احنا بنكتب فين.
لسه مش عارفه
You can use a sticky note, you girls. You can use either a sticky note, or you can use your copybook, or you can use a paper and hang it. Okay? Because it's the same comment in the previous poem, and every poem you're gonna find. We need to write all the figurative language mentioned in every stanza. Okay? Top. And the second stanza he said, and I watered it in fears, night and morning with my tears. And I sunned it with smiles and with soft, deceitful wiles.
قريت ممكن السؤال ده عشان الناس الاونلاين. الناس الاونلاين غايب. سؤالي ده
Yes, you can. Okay. So,
Miss, the last line is female maternity.
in the last line, metonymy, in what way?
هو أنا مش عارفة أنطقها حلو.
هي-
بعد صوت.
Okay, soft, deceitful wiles.
هو كده هو كأنه بي
Huh? Do you think that it's a metonymy? Do you think that this is a metonymy? Yeah, line 2, night and morning with my tears. Okay.
مش في لاين 3.
Okay. Why there is a metonymy? Explain it. Okay, but this is not metonymy. Metonymy means that I'm using something and it is linked with something else. My tears. In a way or another.
Feminatomy.
Okay.
Feminatomy.
Okay, we can consider it as a metonymy. Yes.
Feminatomy في لاين 3. الانجل دايما بيبقى مربوط بالانمي اللي هو الكروب. طب
لا, who said so? When you get angry with your mom, this means that your mom is your foe now?
لا انا قلت الانجلي والانمي مع بعض.
Okay. It is mentioned. It is mentioned that angry and enemy, it is mentioned in the same line. In metonymy, it means that you are using one thing to refer to something else. Okay? But since I'm mentioning that angry with my foe, so I'm mentioning both. So this is the link. And there is a contrast. So يعني a second just to write it down. Okay?
لا بس أنا مقتنعة بس مش عارفة أوصل هو
Okay, stanza 2. rhyme scheme. Concerning rhyme scheme يا بنات أنا عندي two schools. I have two schools for the rhyme scheme. لو rhyme scheme is the same in every stanza, so I can say the rhyme scheme for the whole poem is A-A-B-B. It's acceptable since it is very short. Or you can say that stanza 1 it's A-A-B-B, stanza 2 C-C-D-D, stanza 3 E-E, and so on. Do you get it? Both answers are acceptable because these are two schools for rhyme scheme and both are acceptable.
يعني ممكن اقول مثلا كل stanza A A B B او
أيوة.
A A B B C C D.
بالظبط كده. As we did in the previous poem. The previous poem عشان it is too long فكان هيبقى صعب جدا نكتب الالفابتس.